Our problem is we don't want to build anything. We want to attach ourselves to something white people have already set up.
Okay.
If we want to get this money, we want to be able to play. Prime would have probably stayed at Jackson State if he could have made $5 million a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand the people who start revolutions or change don't benefit from it. You don't do it for yourselves. You do it for people down the line. The people who created the NBA aren't reaping the major benefits. It's their children, their grandchildren. The players that set the foundation for black players, just like what you started with, the timing versus talented. The Bernard Kings and the Dr. J's, they're not reaping the benefits. It's the players now, the Jason Tatums, and the groundwork they set. So if we're not willing to stay in place and say, okay, we're going to take less money, but we're going to build something here.
Brother, this is that Christian doctrine. It's like the Bible promises you this utopia later that you can get, but you have to reap all of it. You have to go through all of the hell to get this reward later. I don't think it has to be that, bro. I think people can have what they want now. They don't have to wait later. You don't have to do all the groundwork and don't get no reward from it. That's nonsense. When you look at stuff like the NBA, those are things that were developing. Like the NBA was it was new. This stuff that we dealing with right now, it's not new. This is not groundbreaking shit. This has been going on for a long time. The infrastructure is set up where people can get paid. So there's no reason for somebody to just be accepting a bare minimum just because it's an HBCU.
The thing about being trailblazing and revolutionary means nobody else has done it. So you make the way so other people can follow you, and it's an easier sight. I can't envision what I can't see. Most people, I'm not saying but most people need to see somebody else do it. And they're like, oh shit, that's how you do it? I can do that?
Yeah.
So now there's only 60 players on an HBCU team. Or 60, whatever it is on the football team. There's way more talent out there. So now when he's got the top talent and you see Michael Irvin might be like, man, I like what Prime doing down there. I'm going to go to Grambling. Now he's recruiting. Now another person's recruiting. Now, and we're rallying behind our product, something that's ours, that's showing us and our culture the way we want to show it.
But why does him leaving take that influence away? Why can't Michael Irvin see what he did these past 2 years and be like, well, now I want to go to Grambling and do that?
What if Martin Luther King would have never had the "I Have a Dream" speech?
No, it's not.
He would have stopped right before the Civil Rights Act.
Why is it? How is it like that?
It's exactly like that. He didn't reach. He set out a goal.
You just said everything that he did.
Yeah, but that wasn't his goal.
What was his goal?
He said his goal was to change HBCUs.
I don't think that the time is up on that yet.
He didn't even say his goal. He said God called him to do it.
Okay.
You know how niggas feel about God, man.
He's a pastor.
You know how niggas feel about God.
but
God called nigga to do
so
anything.
I can only hold him to what he said.
That changed. You don't think that changed it?
It did. Yes, monumental change, but he didn't finish the job.
What happened?
What is finishing the job?
If I can take Jackson State, at Jackson State, and I've been there 5-6 years where I've got a full class of gray shirts, red shirts, upperclassmen, people with veteran experience, and I go fuck Alabama up. I just made a statement. If I'm in the BCS Bowl with Jackson State and these facilities we have, good night. I just showed you we could do it.
Hey, but that's your rendition of change.
Again, if you look at the change makers, Malcolm X was broke. Martin Luther King was broke. Am I lying? They were broke. But what they wanted for their people, Muhammad Ali lost every goddamn thing. Everything. Dead, crack, broke. But what he wanted to do for his people meant more than money. And we don't have that no more.
He wants a nigga that sung for the money to not be about money.
It's crazy, isn't it?
We would have to be the head of Pepsi, Coca-Cola.
That's what I'm saying. We build our own everything. It's not going to be as big as ours. That's the disconnect, is people want to go right up to that level. No, that takes years, decades to get to those levels. I'm saying scale it down. Instead of LeBron making $1 billion, he's going to make 15 million.
Right.
You're still rich.
But why you gonna limit and put a governor on a person?
Because as long as money is our goal or as a driving point for us, we're gonna lose as a collective every time. It's divide and conquer, and money will always divide niggas.
But money has to be the barometer, because if it's not, then we don't even get put in these positions to get those companies. See, if money wasn't the barometer now, you wouldn't have a Puffy or a Jay-Z or a Kanye or a LeBron who could actually put the funds together to make what you're talking about a possibility.
Yeah, but
even
I'm
in-
saying from right now, they got it now. Now they got it, and not even them. You could go private. People we don't even know about who make black
sure.
people who make just that much money.
Mhm.
We don't need these infrastructures no more. We don't need white infrastructures no more to build business and commerce.
Who don't? Who
Black
don't?
people.
Who don't?
Black people as a collective.
I think we do.
If we
I
wanted,
do too.
If we wanted to,
I think they need us, and we need. I think white people need black people. Black people need white people. That's how.
Yeah,
That's how I think it is.
Billionaire, when a black billionaire meets a white billionaire, the black billionaire don't give a fuck if the white billionaire is white, and the white one don't care if the black one's black.
At
yeah,
all.
because as you make more money,
Distraction happens on the tiers below it, where we fighting with each other, figuring out who should take over this and who should take over that. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers up here not giving a fuck, and that's what's keeping us back. It's not us not putting our best foot forward and all this shit. That's not what's happening, bro.
you know why? Because when you put yourself apart from your people for that money, and you're not around the people, you're not seeing the people, you become apart from them. So you don't identify them. Now you start identifying with the people who you're around, who are mostly white and mostly rich. So you start caring about that more than the group. And that's why I say, as an individual, if you put your individual self first, the collective will always fail.